You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm josemonkey, and I find people who ask to be found. Today's video comes to me from someone who appears to have been riding a bus when they recorded it. If anybody else wants me to find them, record a video where you say fine. Alright, I'm just kidding.
Goofy.
Anyway, let's try to be a little bit more precise than on a bus. You may have noticed that I'm recording this video in landscape format, and that's because the video that was submitted was in landscape format, so it'll be a lot easier for me to show it to you that way. If you're watching this on TikTok, you might want to hit the button down here to make this full screen. This video is actually nearly 2 minutes long, so I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but I am going to show you a clip so you can get the idea, and then I'll come back to talk about the details. So what can we see? This person starts this video with what is possibly the worst find me sign ever. Oh, dang. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying that it looks like when they tried to make this sign that maybe their pen ran out of ink or something. Fortunately, the request is just barely readable, so I will allow it. As I said, I got the sense that this person was a passenger on what I thought was a train at first, but then later on I saw some guardrails and signs and things that made me think that they were probably on a bus. Wherever this is appears to be fairly mountainous, and we can see that there's a large body of water nearby. The general look of this place felt very Southern European to me. I was thinking possibly somewhere in the Balkans, but I wasn't really sure. The most notable things that I saw in the video were the following. Right at the start, we can see that there are some sports fields or courts over here. Along the way, we can see a few road signs, but none of them were distinctive enough to tell me what country this was. We can see that there's a fairly wide beach down by the water here, and I also noticed a handful of clues along this guardrail. There are a couple of spots where you can see some writing on the guardrail. I'll come back to that. And we have not one, but two places where we have what appear to be roadside memorials. This one here, and also this one near the end of the video. And that's really about all there was to see. Okay, let's talk about the writing on the guardrail. Like I said, there are two spots where we can see some writing on the guardrail, and it looked like the same word was written in two places. Now, it was probably just graffiti, but I thought maybe that word would be a clue. The writing appeared to have the letters H-A-J-D-I-N-I. Now, I didn't know if that was a word in a language that I'm not familiar with, or what it might be, but after some Googling, I determined that it was probably a name. Specifically, it was probably an Albanian surname, Hajdini. Albania seemed like a very plausible place given the way this video looked, so I went to go check it out. I pulled up Albania on Google Maps, and I focused on the coastline, specifically on the southern part of the country, because there are some islands off the coast there, and I feel like that's what we're seeing in the video. And guys, I just started pulling up various different beaches in Albania, just hoping to find something that would match. I did that for a while. But I eventually found one user-submitted photo that showed me these mountains, and that looked very much to me like what I saw in the video. That was at some place called Qeparo Beach. So I zoomed out from that spot to see if I could find a road along the mountainside that would give me a view like what we see in the video. And I found one road that I thought might be right, but when I zoomed in to check it out, it looked kinda sorta right, but honestly the elevation didn't seem like it matched what we see in the video. But I knew I was in the right area, I just had to find the right spot. I was hoping that maybe I could spot those sports fields that we saw in the video, but I wasn't really having much luck finding them initially. Anyway, I will skip to the end,
Thank goodness.
and tell you that I eventually found another spot with a street view that looked very promising. And as I was looking at the street view there, I found this. That is the roadside memorial that we see toward the end of the video. And guys, that was it. You were here, traveling southwest on this road in Borsh, Albania. Once I found that memorial, I figured I could work my way backwards on that road to find those sports fields. And I found them on the satellite view, but when I dropped down to the Google Street View, they were not there. It appears that the photos are just a little bit too old. Anyway, finding that allowed me to sketch out a path of where the bus traveled in the video. It started back here by those fields, and ended near this patch of dirt at the side of the road. This is the first time I have found someone in Albania.
Wait, it is?
Yes, it is.
Haha, can I do it?
Sure, go ahead.
That means we can add a new country to the list, bringing the total number of countries found to 69. Nice.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, it's time to check which previous location was closest to this one. And it's actually one that I found just recently, because the closest location is the one I found in Season 3, Episode 78, in Neum in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's not very close, though. That's about 368 kilometers, or about 229 miles away from this place. Guys, go check out the map of all the places I've found for you so far from the videos you sent me. And while you're on my site, maybe go check out my store, because we're having a sale. Or go sign up for my Patreon. And if anybody else wants me to find them, record a video where you say, "Find me, josemonkey," or something like that, on camera, or hold up a sign that says something similar. And don't forget to tag me in a comment on that video.